So today we're going into this trading session and we're going to go through our trades. Now today we just got a new signal and it's for VSG USDT and it's a buy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share this with the group right now. Let everybody know what's up and what time it is. And then we are going to jump right into this trade, okay? So VSG USDT, I believe I'm already in VSG contracts. Oh, I'm in BNB. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here, VSG, click on VSG, enter the market, and I'm going to just enter into the trade now. And just want to confirm that we are doing a buy. It did say buy. So boom. And I'm going to confirm, boom. So I'm in this trade right now for two trades right now. Right now, I'm currently in this trade. And I'm going to help Lola get into the trade right now. Lola is in the trade right now, and she's successfully in the trade also. So if you are here right now, I need you to successfully take the time and go into the trade and open your account and open the trade. Now, what you're going to see me do is, like I said before, at the top right, you're going to see those three candlesticks. I'm going to click on those candlesticks right now to see the chart because we're looking for upward motion. We're looking for upward motion. We're looking for upward motion in the market because we're buying. So as we're buying, that means we're going long. And as you look at the market right now, oops, now it's going up again. You see that momentum as we started to look at the market, it starts to go up again. So I like to look at the market this way to get rid of the nerves. Because sometimes when you're looking at the market and you see it go up and down, you'll see your money go up and down, and it can get very, very nerve-wracking, right? So to avoid the anxiety of the market from that perspective, I like to look at the charts moving or the candlesticks moving because it's not showing me a profit, a P&L. It's not showing me any dollar signs. It's just showing me the active price action in the market. Now, I'm going to click on this, the Bollinger Bands. And the Bollinger Bands are showing me that there is going to be an upward movement based on how the market is right now. If I click on the EMA, what's the exponential moving average? The exponential moving average is going to definitely show that as well. So as you see the top of that candle, now let me explain something about the candles, right? So when you see a green candlestick, the green candlestick starts at the bottom to the top of the candle. When you see a red candlestick, the red candlestick starts at the top of the red candle and goes all the way to the bottom, okay? So when you see things like this, I want you to pay attention to why you'll see candlesticks that look side by side sometimes. Or in this case where they're two skinny sticks and they're next to each other. But what this is showing me now, boom, that's the breakout that's looking for it in the market. You see that? That's the type of breakout. Look at that. Ooh, stand strong. Say it with your chest. Look at that. Say it with your chest. Now let's go back and see what that looks like in the profit margins. Just like that, you just jumped to 7%. Now it looks like a lot when it just jumped initial jump, but it's only 7%, 8% here as you see in these numbers. So granted, 8%, 5,000, it's a beautiful day, but I'm not looking for $5,000, 5% on this trade. We're really looking for north of 30%. So if we're looking for north of 30% on this trade, that means it should be a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal day. So as I see here, the market is now starting to move in the direction. So let's go back into the charts and look at the charts as the market is starting to move. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, as you see, the market is creating a new candlestick now, and it's going to continue to keep growing. And the new candlestick, of course, is going to go down some, but it's going to also go back up. So don't worry when you see a profits margin move up and down. When it moves like that, it's the market breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. How do I know you're going to inhale? When you've exhaled all the air you can exhale, you've got to inhale. How do I know you're going to inhale? Exhale. When you've inhaled all the air you can inhale. It's just natural. So sometimes you might go a little bit extra, but you're going to let it out. Vice versa. The market is doing just the same thing. So as it just took this big jump up, you should still be in the profit. As we're still in the profit margin right now. But as you see, the red candle started from the top of the candle and it went all the way down. But the green candle started at the bottom of the green candle and shot all the way up. Okay, so these are things that you need to understand about the candles when you see them in the market. Okay, it's all about the buying pressure, guys, and the volatility. So as you see right now with this structure and the setup that we have strong buying pressure. Right? How do we know we have strong buying pressure? You see the solid green bars? The solid green bars gives you the indication that they're very, very bullish right now in the trend. Now, you also see red bars accompanying them. Now, why would I still say it's bullish, meaning it's going up, even though we see the red bars accompanying them? And I'll explain. If you notice, the bars are pretty much parallel for the most part, and they're still going in an upward climb. So if you look at the first two down here, those are level. Then you saw this bar here, which is the one that we actually broke out on, the first one that went up. Then this one here, that really took that nice big jump. And now we're up here. So we started down here in the market. We started off down here, guys. We started off with these two candlesticks. And in the last 5 minutes, as we're looking at the 1 hour chart, we have 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, and now we're on minute number 5. Now, by the end of this minute, it's going to turn and push continuously in the direction that we're pushing to. Why? Again, how do I know? Remember, the green candles that are going up starts from the bottom up. The red candles that are going down starts from the top going down. So when the red candle starts and it starts moving down, the moment that candle starts the buying pressure and it starts moving up, you're going to notice the difference because, again, you're not going to see the red momentum. In addition to that, as you see here, with the buying pressure in the market, it's going to continue to push the market up based on those numbers. So we might have a stalemate here. And what I mean by a stalemate, meaning we might have a candle where it just stays flat. And as you see here on that last candle here, it literally just stayed flat. It literally just stayed flat on this last candle here. It just stayed flat. What does that mean? That means that from the top, it didn't push up. It just stayed level. It pushed down a bit, but the buying pressure brought it back to level. Now the new minute started, and in the new minute started, your percentages should be going up because guess what's happening? The market is going up. And as the market continues to breathe, guys, as I said, it's going to be a phenomenal night. So there's some people might have, I think Lola has almost $1,000 in profits right now. Phenomenal job, Lola. And there's a lot of people that's already making profits. I know Harry and Mary, they're probably both at over $1,000 in profits right now. So that's a great thing. Uncle Norman should be at least $300-400 in profits right now. So it's really about helping everybody to make profits and gain profits along the way. So here we are, we're still in this trade. We're looking for north of 30%. I'm at 8% right now, and I'm just at about 8%. The market's moving up and down again. The market's going to breathe, guys. So don't worry about what you see here. The market is definitely going to breathe, and then it just shot back up again. As soon as it just gave a resistance, it just pushed up again. So let's look at what that push looks like on the chart. Because everything that you see in your P&L is going to be reflected in the movement on the chart. So as you see, that's now, it moved all the way up. Keep in mind where we started, guys. We started down here, remember? We started down here before the breakout. And as it's breaking out, it's going through the volatility, and now it's up here. And up here, it's almost close to 18, almost 20%. I know Lola's well over $1,000 right now. So by the end of this trading session, Lola's probably going to be at a $10,000 threshold, which is going to be great because it's good for everybody to start there. Most people, they use $10,000 a month as some measuring stick. You got to make 10K a month, 10K a month. Well, Lola made 10K this month, and the month is not over yet. She just made 2K today. I mean, that's kind of what we're talking about. Anybody can do it. Really, anybody can do this. And as I click in here and I go back to my percentages, I'm just going to watch my percentages now so you see where I'm at. I'm at 13%. 13% is about 13,000 right now for me. So I'm at on my percentage wise. So if we get 30%, that'll be a great night. 30% would be 30,000, right? Just about. All right. If I get 40%, 40% would be about 40,000. Yeah, absolutely. So we're pushing right now. We see we're at 18% on this one trade here, and I have 15% on the other one, and it's going to continue to go up. Lola, I believe, has over 20%. She's just over 1,200 right now already. So again, if we're looking for 30% returns, guys, this is what we're looking at. So when I say our trading is very strategic to guarantee the results, we don't trade 24 hours a day. We're not in the markets all day, every day. We might be in the markets looking at the market structure. We might be taking analysis. We might be breaking down some of the things that are happening with our market analysis. But as you see, when it comes to trades, we try to make sure that our trades are as precise and directly to the point as possible. So now we just had this incline, and now we're having a correction in the market. Now, once the market gets to about here, which is right at the high of the last candlestick, this is where it normally reverses. So right when it gets to about the high of the last candlestick, it normally reverses, which it was there at that line. And now you see the price is starting to reverse, meaning it's going to go back up. It might break that line where it is. There's maybe a 20% chance it breaks the line, but there's an 80% chance of probability that the market continues moving upward. So as I suggested and as I predicted, based on the probability, the market is going to continue to move upward in the trajectory that it wants to go. Indication, correction, continuation. See, the market indicated earlier, hey, I'm going to make an upward move. I want to make an upward move. It indicated to us while it was down here. I want to make an upward move. And then we saw this one here, which was the first one before this big one that shot all the way up, right? And as you see, it's making an upward trend. It's just continuing that process. This is continuing the process. So it gave us the indication. These red bars are the correction. So as it goes up, the market breathes, it corrects itself, it comes back down, exhales, and then it breathes again. So this is what we're looking at here. And as it makes that low, we're looking for a new high. So if we're looking for it to really shoot above this, and I'm hoping that price gets in anywhere in the range of like 48, 48.3. If we can get price to around 48.3, that'll be a good day. 48.2 is okay, but I think if we can get the price to anywhere between 48.35, that would be an amazing, amazing profit margin night. And the reason why I'm not looking at my profits now, because I know it's still lower than where it was before. As you see here, this is a high. So that high price is at a higher point than it is now, because the current candlestick, even though it's continuing in a higher direction, upward direction, it's still lower than the previous high. And that's what the market does. The market goes up and then it comes back down, then it goes up again. So as we're now in, I'd say the second half of this push, so we're over 10 or 15%. We're hovering at about 15%. So if we're hovering about 15%, that means price is really going to go about 4,800, 48.4. That's really what it's letting me know. Price is going to inevitably go by the end of the day. Now, how many percentages would that be for me personally? I don't know. But I know right now, there you go. You see, I know price is going to make that big jump, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, what does this big jump look like on my P&L? Let's take a look at that. So my P&L, I'm at 21%, 21,000, thank God, 22%, 22,000. Uh, so we're gonna keep on pushing it. We're gonna keep on pushing it. We have Lola's at 28% right now. Other people 29%. I'm finally getting to 24%, guys. So you see, everybody's getting money at different levels. It all depends on where you came in at and where your trade is. So yeah, like I said, we're looking for north of 30%. So if we get north of 30% right now, if the trade ended, I'd be just around 150, because I'd make about 160, 160,000. So that would be a $30,000 added, just about. But I'm looking for a 40%. I believe we're going to get about 40, 50% returns on today. We're at 30% now, 25, just over 25%, 28%. Yeah, so I see this going. I see this going to a wonderful night. So let's get to 30%. Let's get to 30%. Let's get to 30%. Let's get to 30%. Let's get over 30%. Because now I'm looking forward to shoot over 30%. Now let's get back to what I said previously. Remember what I said? Market was going to get to, price was going to get to 48.8, right? And 48.4 up here is where I thought price was going to go, about 48.4, 4,800, 48.4. So as it continues to make that push again, you'll see the market making that push. And we're over 30%, and we're just at a 30% marker. Some people are 30%. I'm not at 30% yet. I'm barely at 27%. I'm at 23% here. So I'm just going to keep my position and wait it out, ride it all the way out. That's what I'm going to do, ride this position out. Because that's really all you can do. That's really all you can do at this point in time. So at 27% or 25% here, 23%, you see, it's really not giving me a solid, breakout the way that I want to see the breakout, because I want to see it break above that 30%. I really would love to see it break above that 30, 35% on this trading system, on this trading tonight. So as you see, it's doing a correction. Actually, price just might get to 48.4. It was down here when I said it should get to 48.4, but now it's here. 48.4 doesn't seem like that far away. It does not seem like that far away. So as we take a look at the market, you see the upward trend, and this is a nice bullish trend. Like this bullish trend look like it's going to go for the next hour. So if we caught it just at the turn of the hour and we caught the momentum of the charts, that lets me know that over the next course of the next hour, we should be on a strong momentum. Well, how do I know that? Let me click on the H here for the 1 hour chart, and I guarantee it's also going to be up as it is right now, up, because the market is completely pushing upwards, 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 upwards. And it's going to come back down a little bit because that's what the market's going to do. It's going to breathe. It's going to go up and it's going to come back down. And when I go in the 1 hour chart, you see the 1 hour chart is looking like that. But let me go to the minute chart so you see how far price has fallen back down. Because again, as I said, market is going to breathe. You see that strong drop? That strong drop all the way almost back to where we started. You see that? That price came back all the way almost back to where we started. You know what that is, right? That's what the market does. The market is doing what I call a money grab, okay? And the market does a money grab in cases and situations where we are in alignment for profit. And as we're in alignment for profit, the market, people who have a stop loss in place, the market goes against them to clean the stop loss. And once the market gets the money from the stop loss, then it continues in the direction that it wants to go. So I believe it just cleared out some stop losses a while ago. It just made a nice money grab a while ago. And as it continues the money grab now, it's going to continue to push up. As the MCAD is showing, RSI is showing, still showing, the Bollinger Band is still showing, the EMA, and all of these are indicators that can be used on your charts at the same time. But I'm going to take them all off to kind of clean up my chart so you guys should see the price action movement of the chart. Because the price action movement of the chart is what's most important. Understanding the price action movement of the chart and how to take your profits. So let's go back here and let's see where we are. We're at 19% here, 22% there. It's going so far as a steady trading session. We got all the way to the 20s, percentage. So we're back in the 20s again. So that means that we just made 23. That means another jump. Now we move up to 20, 30%. See what I mean? So now at 30%, as I said, north of 30%, guys. So at 30%, that's a good start. So let's see if we hold this position because the market just breathed against us. And if it's not pushing, that means it passed 48.4, which is what I was expecting it to get to. Just at 48.4, almost there. So it's making a correction, and now it's going to shoot past 48.4. Right? See, 48.4 is right here. 48.4 is right there. So it's going to continue, boom. And in another 5 minutes, you're going to see 3 minutes, it's going to push right now. It would be awesome to get to 48.5 right here. Because if it gets to 48.59 around there, that would be like a 45% night. Yeah, because right now we're averaging about 30%.
What is it? Close.
Yep. So we're closing up positions right now. They want us to close positions because they feel that we maxed out on the profits for the day. I'm at 31,000 here. I'm gonna take this 29%, and I'm gonna take 34% on this one. So tonight was not a bad night at all. Tonight was not a bad night at all. Let me get back here. Let me see something. The reason why I want to come back here to see something is the movement of the market. The movement of the markets let me know that the market is going to continue moving up. So really and truly, I'm really tempted to jump back in, but I'm not. I'm not going to jump back in. I'm not going to jump back in. I don't know what you did with it. I'm not going to get back in to do this because I see the market is still pointing in a down direction.
I closed my position.
So close the position. So Lola just made some profits, and I think she probably just lost some of her profits a while ago because she didn't close out on time. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, the market's definitely going back down. Hurry up and close that position, Lola. Get back in and close it.
I got 10,000.
You over 10,000?
Yeah. Am I okay? Am I closed? Yeah, I'm closed. I think. Yeah. See.
Good, 10,000, just over 10,000. That's good. So let me see this right now because I just did something that I should not do. I just did. I tell everybody not to do it, but I did it. And what is that? That is going back in on the trade. So I just went back in on the trade. Normally, I tell people not to do this, but I just did it just to see what would happen. And you see, I'm losing profits. I should have just kept my mouth shut and kept my profits and just stayed out of it. But sometimes you be greedy and sometimes you jump back in and you be greedy, you jump back in. And this is what happens when you be greedy, guys. I'm trying to show you. This was me being greedy just now, and I'm taking a whipping for that right now. I'm immediately losing money because of that greedy. Because of that greedy. See, this market is being very volatile against me right now. So I'm immediately losing money now because I was greedy. That's what happens. So that's what happens when I say don't be greedy. When I say don't be greedy, when I say take your profits and walk away with your profits. This is what I mean. So now that it recovered a little bit, I should have some profits here. See, I don't even have profits yet. So even with that big move in the market, I didn't even make a dollar. Even with that big move in the market a while ago, I did not make a dollar. You see that? That's how far it was against me. So I'm now hoping for another upward push, just a little bit further than this, to help me declare some profit so I can close this trade in the green and not in the red. Because I don't like to close my trades in the red. But I do believe it has one last upward push left, even though there's a 60% chance I might have to close this trade in a loss. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. And now you see everybody sharing their profits over here. Everybody's sharing their profits over here. This is people sharing their profits. Yeah, this is people sharing their profits right now because it's time to close the trade. It's time to close trade, and it's people sharing their profits. And yeah, it's still what it is right now. And let me jump back in to see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a loss. So I just made profit, guys, and you just saw me make some $50,000 or $25,000 tonight, and then I turned right back around being greedy and lost $5,000. As a matter of fact, I just lost $8,000, seven. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. That's it for me, guys. That's the trading for tonight. So you saw me lose 5,000 there, but then I made 4,000 and I made 29,000. So yeah, you can lose money by just trying to do things your way and not paying attention to the market. But what's my status now? Where my total? I'm just under 160,000. Just under 160,000. So if I didn't lose that $5,000 a while ago, I would be over $163,000. You see that? Again, I'm 100,000 short of where we need to be tonight because tonight I want it to be at $250,000. So I'm still $100,000 off. Tomorrow, however, is going to make for a more profitable day. Thanks for your time, guys.